I don't know if that's made it any different. I've tried again. It shows us working down here. But I can't see anybody. I can't see out in the chat. I can't see knack all. Sound on? I don't know what the hell's happening. Oh, right. Lovely. I think I'm going to cut my fucking throat. What's happening? Where's Bobby? Let's just put another link in, just in case he's going to... Come on. So, folks, as you can see, I've moved. You can tell by the background. My new home. But there you go. I don't know what's happened to Bobby, because he rung me up at 7:01, and it's now 7:07. So anyway, folks, let's have a look what we got. Is anything happening? So why isn't there anything on the screen? Just, all right, that's why it didn't work. Because I'd streamed to a different channel, dickhead. Oh, do you know? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Greetings, Tom. I've only just managed to get my sound on for some stupid reason. I'm just clearing some messages, trying to figure out why Bobby's not coming on the stream. I presume he can see the stream. Man, he was vlogging earlier on. He might be still sat in his car, farting about, doing his own thing, whatever he's doing. Yeah, so I've had a busy few days. As you can see, I haven't managed to get to have a shave again today. So it's even worse than last night. Bobby is out and about because he rang me. And when I picked up the phone, it went dead. So I don't know whether he's having the same kind of a nightmare that I'm having. But there you go, folks. Like I said, you can tell by the background I've moved. That's my new background, my new home. There you go, look. I don't know what that thing is in the right there. I think it might be a light, but does it say something? Anyway, got my photographs up, got my wall done. It's nice and toasty. I'm cooking. Well, I'm not cooking, but you know what I mean, don't you? Cooking with gas. So let's see if I can just ring Bobby. So just bear with me while I just see if I can ring him. So there we go. What kind of a dialing tone is that? Oh, here he is, look. I'm just ringing him. There you go. Show on stream. Hey, up. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. You're saying something. You're speaking. Are you with us? I thought you might be still sat in your car. You there? I can't hear you. He's just
then.
there. We go. Life, isn't it?
Well, listen, there were no live stream. I couldn't see it.
Well, you know why?
No. Have you blocked me?
No. I went live at 5 to 7,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sat here looking at the screen, thinking, "Well, there's nobody coming in. What's happening here?" Well,
Right.
I'd streamed to the wrong channel.
All right.
So I'd streamed to my genealogy channel.
All right. I've done that before.
So I closed it down and reopened it up, and then the bloody sound wouldn't work. I did, and I got it working last night. So I didn't change anything today. I've left the machine on all day without changing any settings. Click go live, and as soon as the music stopped and went live, no sound. So
that's not what you want.
I don't know what's going on.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, it's, I was looking and I thought, well, where is he? It's normally there, ready to go.
Well, I normally put it up a few days before.
Right, well, I did give you a ring.
Yeah, I saw it.
It went onto your answer phone.
Oh, I picked it up and I missed it.
Oh, right, so you've probably got it into answer phone, though. Ignore it.
Yeah, I have got an answer phone thing there. But I have rung back. I did ring back.
Yeah, it was ringing as I come on.
Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, we're on now. So we're up and we're cooking and we're live and direct.
So how is everybody? Let's have a look. Who's in? There's Kelsey.
EMS.
Larry. How are we doing? EMS.
Tom.
Yep. Noxie. I've missed everybody, haven't I? They're all coming, aren't they, already? So, Gilly, yes. You've done your room nice, Paul.
It's nice. It's my new room, isn't it?
Have you settled in anyway?
Well, I'm getting there. I haven't settled in. I've still got quite a lot to do, but
I did laugh last night because
I feel as though I've been kicked to death.
I did laugh last night because I watched you live, and when you said I've already fallen out with my brother, I thought, well, I
fell out with him before I moved.
All right. I thought he'd fallen out with him this week. Have you met up?
No, he hasn't spoke to me. He only lives here. I can see his flat from here, across there. He hasn't even been. But there you go. He holds a grudge. Oh, fat.
Well,
there you have it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, they can please their bloody selves. I really don't give a rat's ass.
But
quite honestly.
Out.
Yeah, so my wall looks quite good, doesn't it?
It does that.
I'm quite impressed. I nearly got the photographs right, but I will next time. I'll have them right. But yeah, I noticed you did a bit of a vlog.
Well,
a mobile vlog.
I've done my. Oh, excuse me. Well, just give me a minute with this spray. I've done my first vlog. I'm getting into vlogging out and about, and I posted it at 6 o'clock. So if anybody wants to work across to have a look, you're quite welcome to.
I've had a look, mate. I watched it.
Did you? I'll post the link. Anybody wants to?
And I'll have you know, I give it a thumbs up.
Lovely.
Because that's what you do on these kind of things. You give them thumbs up or thumbs down because it all helps on the
algorithm.
The algebra shit, whatever you call it. Bobby knows. Yeah, that's it. Everything works. So anyway, we're nearly on to half a dozen. Good heavens above.
So, what's this about you complaining to BBC and the notes?
Oh, yeah. Did you listen? Did you listen last night? Yeah, I was quite impressed.
And they took notice, apparently, did they?
Well, yeah, they did. Well, I presume it was me. I don't really know. But, 6 o'clock news, he said Humberside. 7 o'clock news, he said Humberside. And after I'd sent me rant, 8 o'clock news, he said East Yorkshire. So I presume it must have been my rant.
I think, yeah, they've filtered it back, haven't they? And that's unusual for BBC.
Yeah, I was quite impressed, quite honestly. I might send one tomorrow night about Peter Levy and see if we can get that twat off the TV.
He's been there a long time.
Yeah, too bloody long. Well, there you go.
My wife was next to him, on a plane.
Yeah, you should have kicked him out the booking window.
He said he was a nice fella.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
But
He's nice when he's asleep.
I don't know.
Oh, Tom, your sister's not talking to you. I know how it feels, mate. My brother's not. No, which uniform are we talking about? Because I'm not the guardsman. That's my son. My uniform is, I think I've got a picture with me in my uniform somewhere. Well, that's me in the cook's uniform on the bottom left. And right next to, right next to there, that one's me in uniform when I was 15. So I'd been in the army about 3 months when I was sat on that wall. So there you go. That's me in my uniform. And that's me in my uniform over there. That one. Up top. Not that one. Up there. Anyway, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. You can't see me, but I'm in that picture.
Very good. Oh,
That was
that group picture.
That group picture, top right of my screen, so it'll be top right of yours, I suppose.
I can tell you. I can see you. It's only one that's grumpy.
Yeah, I was. You can always tell me in photographs because I don't. I'm always got that grumpy face. You can see there, can't you, where I'm sat on that wall in uniform, grumpy face.
You don't. You don't like.
I'm a grumpy little sit. You see, if you look up at the top, the young boy with blonde hair sat on the sea wall. Well, that's me. And again, I'm grumpy.
Oh, right.
So,
hey, it's an old one, isn't it? They're only
that's from 1954. That one.
So that's not your background, is it? You've put that on, haven't you?
What do you mean?
Have you put that picture up?
But where?
You normally have a green change background, don't you?
I have changed the background.
So that's a picture of your wall and with pictures.
Well, no, it's a picture of a made wall. I made a wall and put pictures on it.
Right. I tell you what, it's good is that.
I haven't quite got the aspect of the pictures correct, but
what's that idea?
I don't know. I think it's a light.
Right.
It was when I brought the background up from the internet. This is what it was, but it had a light on it, and it had loads of different photographs and pictures on it. So I cut out all the pictures that were on it and put in my own pictures. So
aye.
That's how I did it.
It looks good though. You've got it just right tonight.
Well, I've got it nearly right, quite honestly.
Well, I've had a move round, don't know if you've noticed.
I have. I noticed you're not sat in the kitchen.
Well, I am in the kitchen, but I've turned.
Oh, right, okay.
There's a living room door here and a cellar top door here.
Oh, right, okay.
So I'm in between. So
if you open cellar door, you could jump and roll down into coil oil.
Well, luckily it opens this way.
Oh, right, so you can't roll down into coil oil then.
Well, if it didn't and somebody left it open, I'd be straight back, wouldn't I?
Yeah, just lean back and go down the stairs. Get in. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Old stone steps. Yeah, and I find it easier to manage background, if you like, because when I had it other way around, it's quite a long kitchen hours.
Yeah.
The light varies, so depending on what you're doing.
Have you got some new lighting then? Because I noticed in your glasses you've got the round.
That's right.
Lights. So have you got new ones?
They're not new ones, but there is a lot lighter because it's close to the background. You see.
Yeah.
But it's better. I think it's better anyway. It's easier to manage. If I make a video when it's gone dark, you see, I have to
Yeah.
put room lights on. I have to mess about to get light
You have
room
to
light.
put big light on.
And then through the day, I don't need them. So, but here,
Yeah.
wherever I just turn them on and they're away, it's off. I have another one, and I don't think it might be too bright. That's not too bad, is it?
Well, no, that's
off.
a bit of a yellowy light, isn't it, in the background? It gives it a bit of a background soft spot type thing. Yeah.
Well, I'm learning. I'm getting there.
No, it looks all right, matey. It looks okay. But yeah. So your vlogging went well, to tell you the truth.
Look, I'm
Evening knotted.
Evening
Nice to see you.
I'm moving towards vlogging. I think it suits me.
Yeah,
more.
yeah. So what you're gonna? I know you said you're gonna do an hour's vlog, not an hour's vlog, a daily vlog.
Well,
that's what you said. But how long are you gonna do a vlog for? Half an hour? An hour?
Well, I've thought about it, and I'm gonna do, if I can, 2 vlogs a week compressed. So half a week onto one and half a week onto other.
Yeah. And will it be a set time, or will it just be?
Well, at the moment, I'm going to see how they go.
Yeah.
See how they go, because they do take some bloody editing.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Side.
Oh, you don't do it live then. Anyway, just let me answer this one, Tom. Free TV license. I'm already on a free TV license. I have been for 5 years. Well, 4 years since I moved into these the properties. The last flat and this flat, you get a free TV license because it's a charity that I'm with. So I've always had a free TV license.
I wondered how that worked because it's a communal area, isn't it?
Well, no, I mean it's not. No, well, it's a communal area, but I use a Fire Stick, so I don't use the aerial. Right. Mine's on a Fire Stick, but it's the BBC license or whatever the British license you need to watch TV, and when you're 75, if you're on credits or whatever, you can get a free TV license. However, I get a free TV license because I live my landlord is a charity and they get a government, whatever you call it.
Like a grant.
Yeah, the government just say, yeah, you're a charity, here you go. Government. So, yeah, so I've never paid, I haven't paid TV license for 4 years.
It's scandalous, is that, It's scandalous. Everywhere else, you don't need a TV license. It's on at BBC and the live broadcasts. But
when you say it's only BBC, it really, it's the government, isn't it? The government say you need a license. I know the license, when you buy a license, the money goes to the BBC, but it isn't the BBC that says you have to have this license. It's the government says you have to have a license, and the license money you pay goes to the BBC. When you go and pay your TV license, you're not paying it to the BBC. You're paying it to the TV licensing centre.
That's right.
Which is the government. Yeah. So that's how it works. The government take the money off you and then they give it to the BBC.
They said, I looked into it because they said
that's how it works.
In the last 2 years, 500,000 people have unsubscribed.
Yeah.
Now they're panicking. They're panicking at government, if you like, because people are just refusing, and they're complaining now, saying, "What right have they got to knock on your door?"
Well, they've got every right because it's in law.
No, if you haven't got a TV or you don't watch, you can have a TV as long as you've got an aerial plugged in.
No, you can have a TV as long as you don't watch live channels.
Yes, that's right.
You're not paying to watch BBC. You're paying to watch live channels.
Anything they put on, you've to your subscription. If you want to get that, what's it called? That BBC
iPlayer. iPlayer.
I forget what they call it. It's an app, into a BBC app. You need a license because you sign in and they ask for your details.
They ask if you've got a TV license. Yeah,
But,
because that's the law. The law says you must have a television license if you're going to watch.
It's all rubbish, Paul, isn't it? It's all rubbish.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Other companies do? Why don't Netflix do it and Prime Video and all these big companies? Why aren't they? Why are they not? Why aren't they knocking on his door? They're offering a service.
Okay, so if you go to Netflix, is it free?
No, it's
scrambled. No, but there you fucking go then.
Yeah, but it's scrambled. Why don't the government scramble the BBC and live?
Because it's a public broadcasting service.
Yes, but you could. There's no one. No one has to watch it. No one has to get a. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. I'm not with you at all, Bobby, because I don't agree with you. Quite honestly, if you watch television and you watch live television, you should pay for the right. Okay, so if you're not going to watch live television, you're going to watch Netflix. You're paying for Netflix. You're going to watch Sky. You pay for Sky. You pay for Prime.
But through internet, you can watch any live program around the world. You can watch all the American news channels, European news channels, and it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
Because it's outside UK.
Yeah. I agree entirely.
All these countries think we're nuts. They think we're nuts. What are they paying for that for? They do.
And then they'll pay 40 quid a fucking month for Netflix.
Yeah, but it's where the money's going. It's going to the BBC.
That's the point, isn't it? You're paying 40 quid a month for Netflix. 90 quid a month for Sky TV, 10 quid a month for Prime, Amazon Prime. It's bloody ridiculous. Everybody's paying, and then when they pay for something that is actually a public service, they don't want to pay.
No.
Well, why? Why don't you want to pay for a public service?
Because you shouldn't have to pay.
Why shouldn't you, for fuck's sake? Who's going to pay for it?
Yeah, but they shouldn't be coming knocking on your door. What they should do is say, if you don't pay, you can't pick the channel up. Simple as that. It's like they're being lazy.
I don't think so. I think you just.
But I mean,
I think you're talking bollocks, quite honestly.
Everybody moans that these big stars like.
Everybody moans because they think, oh, fucking BBC were paying them 190 quid a year or whatever. I don't know what a license is for BBC. I don't watch BBC. No, but you'll fucking go on another channel that's streaming BBC. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but the money's wasted, isn't it? £500,000, £2 million to Gary Lineker for a year's work.
Well, that's a different thing. That's BBC, not the license.
That's why they're the target, the BBC, because that money he gets paid comes from the license payer.
Yeah, I agree with you entirely on that one. But it's like saying, the footballers get paid too much. The money for the footballers comes from your fucking ticket price. You know how stupid can you be? You've got to pay for fucking shit. If you're going to watch Prime TV, you've got to pay for it. You watch Netflix, you've got to pay for it. You watch Game of Thrones, you've got to fucking pay for it. Everything else, oh no, I'm not watching that. You can't do that.
Bibby's in, look, Bibby. Paul's having a go at me. Talk him out.
I'm not.
Bibby's here now.
I'm not because there was nobody in. Good evening, Bibby. Evening, go.
What's Tom say? In France, they abolished the TV license in 20.
That's because they're fucking French.
In Greece, it's included in the electric bill, automatically charged, so no escape. In Germany, £18 a month. Cyprus has none. So there we go.
Well, there's 196 quid a year then for Germany, isn't it? How much is a TV license? I don't know because I don't pay for one.
£169.
Well, it's cheaper than fucking Germany then, isn't it?
Yeah, but we don't like Germans.
No, and I don't like the French either. Well, saying that, there's not a lot of people I do like.
Anyway, have you got your place all sorted? How you
want? I've got lots to do, Bobby. I don't know how to explain it. You know when you haven't done a lot for a long time, and all of a sudden you start bricklaying or knocking nails in walls or painting, and you start using muscles you haven't used for bloody ages. Next day, you feel as though you've been kicked to death. Well, that's how I feel. I feel as though. So I've managed to get a couple of things, like, a couple of paintings on the wall. I put curtains up, shit like that. But I'm not in a rush. No. It's not as though I've got to have it all done. There's only me. So, it gives me a chance to sort shit out, really. Just take me time, plod on, do your own thing, and then have a rant when TV goes stupid. But yeah, if you want to get on at the BBC, get on the WhatsApp. Send them a WhatsApp message.
How have you managed with your internet and your?
I tell you what, Bobby, I was so organised it wasn't real. 2 weeks before I moved, I phoned up my internet provider and said, "Oh, I'm moving, and I'll need internet where I'm going." So he said, "Yeah, well, when do you move?" I said, "Well, I don't quite know yet. It's 7 to 10 days." "Oh, well, what you do is when you've got your date for your move, phone us up when you've moved and we'll set it up." I says, "Yeah, and it'll take 5 or 6 days to do." So he says, "Yeah." So I said, "Well, that's no good to me. I do YouTube and I've got an online business and I'm doing this and that and the other.
You need it.
I can't wait 5 days." So he said, "Well, I don't know what to suggest." I said, "I'll tell you what to suggest. I'm moving on the 28th. So he says, "So you're moving into your new place on the 28th of February?" I said, "Yeah." So, and this was about the 14th of February, I rang up. And he said, "Right, we'll arrange to move it over to have it live on the 28th. So I said, "Yeah, that's great." Anyway, I didn't move on the 28th, did I? I didn't get the key until a week later. So they kept sending me messages saying, "Oh, you haven't activated your new address yet. Is there something wrong with the thing? Blah, blah, blah." So I sent back and said, "Due to a medical emergency, I can't move until the 11th. So they said, "Okay, we'll check on the 11th. If it's not live by the 11th, we'll have to cancel it and you'll have to reapply."
Right.
So thing I did on the 11th, I got the key on the 11th. She walked out the door after signing it over. I walked into the front room and put me thing into the internet. So it activated. So of course I was straight online then, straight away.
It's all about timing, isn't it, with everything?
Yeah.
It's all about, because you're going to have to change your address on bills, etc.
I've done it all, mate.
Yeah.
You can that's the beauty of the internet, isn't it? You can do everything online.
Yeah. I know there's a service where you can get it redirected.
Oh, I'm not redirecting mail. You have to pay for that.
Yeah, no, post office do it. I think
you
sign on for a couple of weeks or a month or something.
Yeah, but it costs you.
Yeah.
So I mean, what I've done is I've got in touch with, I had to change the, I had to tell the electric people that I'm moving, and they arranged to change it over on the day I moved, and all that, and rates, water rates, all those type of things. I just did it all online.
Yeah, it's easy to do online.
Super duper.
I know they do that service. If you've got an house full, 4 or 5 in house, it's I suppose it's worth paying that. But or you're a business, where you need.
Well, I've told everybody. Well, in my head, I've told everybody that I've moved. Anybody that doesn't know I've moved and they send me mail to me old address, well, I won't fucking get it, will I? It'll get sent back. I really don't care because I'll get the bills because I've changed all those. I'll get, everything I want to get, I'll get because I've changed the address. Anything I don't want to get, well, it can just go in the bin. I really don't care. So there you go.
So
Yeah,
is your place a similar size, similar layout?
it feels bigger.
Right.
It
That's
but
probably because you've seen it empty.
well, no, I've got the same stuff in this room, which is the living room. I've got the same stuff in this room that I had in my previous living room, and I seem to have a lot of space, whereas I
Right.
didn't. You couldn't swing a cat in the my previous flat, whereas in this one there's loads of room.
Yeah.
Well, see, I could put a bed in the room. It's so big. Not going to put a bed
Right.
in, but I mean I could.
But yeah, sounds nice.
Yeah, no, it
Sounds
is.
nice.
And it's toasty as chuff. I
With
love it.
well, that's it. With your eating being like it
Oh,
is,
I love it.
you're not having to warm a bigger place up, are you?
Free eating. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Eating's on 24-hour day. I never turn it off.
Well, there should be a concession. Anybody over 70 anyway, shouldn't there?
Well, I agree with you there. I agree that power and water and all those type of things. Yeah,
Yeah, of course they should.
they should be they should be subsidised anyway in a big way. But we know it's not going to happen.
No.
So, but yeah,
yeah. When you reach a certain age, you should be looked after.
because of course, when you get older, you need your living accommodation warm, don't you? You can't,
well, as
you
get
can't
older,
sit there with 14 fucking t-shirts
No.
and jumpers and
Well,
coats and Macs and God knows what on.
as you get older, your metabolism slows
Because
down.
that's what they say. Oh, put an extra jumper on.
Your circulation isn't as it were. And that's the big problem is circulation. You got to keep. That's why you sit there with no bloody eating on, rubbing their hands.
Yeah,
trying to get the circulation
yeah,
going.
because it's bloody cold.
And all they tell you is, "Oh, we'll get up and go for a walk." That's no answer.
Yeah,
that's no answer. But yeah, I look at it like this.
Bippy says there's going to be an OAP bare knuckle tonight.
It's,
Yeah.
I look at it like this. Women and children first, and old and young first, because without the young people, without looking after the young people, educating them and looking after them, we haven't got a future. They're our future.
Yeah.
Look after the older folk, because if it weren't for them, we won't be here.
That's true.
And that's the mentality they should be teaching in schools.
Yeah.
Because that's, as young people are going to be the next prime ministers and doctors and, lawyers.
I agree.
The older generation, they've got us where we are. So, they should come first in the queue alongside women, women and children. But they don't seem to teach that,
Man the lifeboats.
That's the way I was raised, my my mum, and God bless her, she used to say, "Look, I've spent all them years bringing you up. You're going to look after me now," and that's it. I did. I said to my lad, "Once I'm in wheelchair, it's your job then." Because I've done my bit, and I think that mentality is a good thing, and it lends you respect. And there's not enough people like that now,
It's because they're not taught to respect their elders. That's the problem with the younger generation. They're not taught to respect their elders.
Well, they're not taught to respect school teachers.
Well, that's the same thing, isn't it? It's elders,
Yeah, I know, but
that's where respect comes from.
If there's no respect for authority, you're not gonna survive in this world. Because
Evening, Aztec Media.
Aztec, how we doing? Yeah, it should be taught in schools. It should be taught in schools. But like you said, Paul, if the parents have been brought up with no respect from
you're not going to pass it on, are they?
They've already started that.
Yeah,
so they can break the chain by making it.
The kids will pick up what the parents are doing.
That's what you do. You mimic your parents, don't you? Growing up.
So yeah.
But if they made it compulsory, this a certain, I don't know what they call it, lesson would be, the talk, this thing that everybody should do. But hey, now then, I don't like if you've seen me vlog, I haven't got a car. My wife has, and it's electric.
Where's your car gone?
I don't have a car. I don't need a car, mate. I never go nowhere. I just borrow hers.
Oh, right. So that car I saw you in before wasn't yours?
No, it's my wife's.
Oh, right. Okay. I just thought you had a car.
It's an hybrid, and it's
Yeah.
electric, and I don't like it because when it sets off, there's no sound. It's until it gets to 30 mile an hour. It's in electric, so there's no.
Oh, and then it kicks in, does it?
Then it kicks in, and when
does it kick in automatic, or can you just set it not to kick in?
Oh no, it kicks in automatic.
Right.
So when you're ever driving under 30 mile an hour, you're using electric. So
right.
you're saving fuel. So around town.
Yeah.
Around town, you're not going to use any. In theory, you shouldn't use any gas.
Yeah. I understand that.
That's the beauty of them.
And is there when it kicks from electric to petrol, does it? Is it a jog or does it just do it?
You don't know.
Easy. You don't notice.
And
that's good.
On the dashboard, it's got 2 lights, and it'll tell you when it's switching over.
Right.
And it's a clever car, but I can't understand. It's weird not hearing a noise.
Yeah, it is.
And at times it's a bit dangerous because you're moving before you realise.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's the future, I suppose. It's the future, and there's. Well, I don't like automatic cars, but you know, there ain't many now that you can't buy new with automatic.
And anyway, Tom, just as a point, mate, I changed my address with the bank nearly a fortnight before I moved, so there nothing's going to get sent from important people to my home, to my previous home.
It's a good point to bring up, though, Tom.
It is, yeah. Anything that's got details like that, you need to make sure. But I did. It's one of the good thing. The good thing about the landlord I've got, like I say, it's a charity. But when they say, "Oh, do you want this flat?" and you say, "Yeah, I'll have that one," they give you a little pamphlet. And in the pamphlet, it's a to-do list. And it'll tell you everything you need to do. Change your bank, change the water, change the gas, do this, inform the electric, inform the police, inform the courts. There's,
That's good.
So there's nothing,
Yeah, it's little.
I don't think I've missed anything. If I have missed something, it'll be only stupid things like... I don't know what stupid things I've got, but
there's always something come up, and
the only difficulty I tell you now, the only difficulty I had with changing address things was the NHS app. You can't change your address on the NHS app. You can change your password, and you can change your email address, and you can change your telephone number. You cannot change. Did I say address? And I didn't mean to say address.
Right.
You can change your password, you can change your telephone, and you can change your email address. You can't change anything else.
Right.
So I phoned up the doctors to do the change of address, and I said to her, "Do I have to inform anybody about my change of address regarding hospital appointments and all that kind of stuff?" And she said, "Yeah, you need to inform the NHS." So I said, "Well, you can't. How are you supposed to do it? Because you can't do it on their app." So there you go. So
yeah,
I presume, I presume I'm not going to drift off to sleep yet, Tom. I might do it a bit later on. I do, I'm like Grandad off.
But it's got some good points.
Off The Simpsons. I just go and I'm gone for 10 minutes.
Right. Father-in-law used to do that.
Yeah, I just drop off 10 minutes, wake up, and I'm ready to cook again. I'm away. All it's been like that.
It's true. It's true. It is a dangerous thing.
Yeah, of course it is.
You know,
that's why the hospitals have so many old people in winter.
And this is the problem. The government, you know, they're willing to let people die of hypothermia.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a good example. This last winter we've had, how they've hiked everything up, you know, and people are frightened to put heating on.
Yeah, it's too bloody expensive, isn't it? That's the problem.
You don't care.
No, I don't care, but it's still too expensive. And I mean, water. When I phoned up to change, address for my water.
Right.
And she said, you know, old address. I was giving me old address and give me a new address. And she says, oh, your standing order will be, I can't remember. It was a stupid figure, £99 or something like that. I can't remember what. It was a stupid figure. And I before I moved, I was paying £49. And they're both metered. So she said, oh, but it's so much a month. And if you've overpaid at the end of the year, you'll get it back. So I says, I won't be fucking overpaying anything, I can tell you now. So she says, what do you mean? I said, well, I'm going to stop the direct debit and you can send me a bill. Every time you read the meter, send me a bill and I'll pay it. Oh, no, it doesn't work like that. It says it fucking does in my household. That's what's happening.
Right.
You know, so I mean, I'm a single bloke. How much water am I going to fucking use? I'm not going to use £100.
Yeah, calm down, you swear box will be out.
I'm not going to use £100 of water, am I? For Christ's sake.
Listen, folks, in chat, tell him 3 F's, 3 sentences.
I can't put any money in my swear box because it's absolutely jam-packed full from 2 weeks ago when I had my rant.
But a good one, though, that. I enjoyed that.
Enjoyed it afterwards.
Everybody was laughing.
Evening, I hope you haven't worked too hard, mate. I forgot what I was going to say now. Look, it's put me right off.
Your lad, Lewis?
Lewis is, yeah.
Lewis
is the one in the back, you know, above my head.
Yes.
Well, that's Lewis in his uniform.
Oh, right. Well,
he's not in uniform. He's not in uniform now.
Let me have a chat with Lewis. Lewis, I'm giving you a break from your dad. he brings it all onto me, all this grumpiness. So you'll be all right when I've done. He's a good lad, is your dad. He just gets very passionate, very quick.
You know, I'm a cracking bloke, especially when I'm doing my Egyptian PT with my eyes closed. Cracking then. No grumpiness then.
Checking out inside your eyelids.
Yeah. But there you go. You know.
Lewis knows you.
Yeah, of course he does. He's my son.
Well, look, yes, Bobby. Hello, Bobby, as well. And yeah, I know he is.
Yeah. I don't hide the fact. You know, I don't.
The thing is, you've no filter, Paul.
No, I don't. My filter went years ago.
And I don't think you've ever had one.
No, I did used to have a filter. It was before I picked up the baseball bat and smacked him around the ear hole with it.
And you've come to a point now in life, I think, where you say what you say.
I do. I mean, you know, I can say what I want, can't I? What's going to happen to me, for fuck's sake?
Hey,
you know,
not in front of lad. Don't be swearing in front of lad.
Well, my daughter's watching as well. I shouldn't be swearing in front of her either.
Oh, come on, Paul. You're not in front of daughter.
She's used to it, Bobby. They're all used to it. They know what I'm like.
I'm only saying that, folks, because I'm not a swearer, and it's just
no, you're not, and you know I think that's where we
differ.
Yeah, but that's where I don't know what the word is. Click. You know,
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? I'm the gobby, passionate twat,
and bad cop.
Yeah, and you're the calm guy in the background.
Oh, you see, you see, people said to me, you know, something, because I'm calm, I'm quite positive. I've always had people push me forward as a leader, and I don't want to be, because they think, oh, he's in control because he's calm and he's positive, and sometimes it doesn't do you any favors. But
Yeah.
As I say to people who say, you never say a bad word about folk, it's like, don't mean I don't think it.
Yeah.
Don't say it. Yeah, good.
You know that.
No,
You know that's just brought something straight into my head. That comment you just made there. When I was about 17, I was on parade, and this officer came for the parade, and did all the parade, and we marched off. And then as we marched off, this officer said to the guy next to me, I can't remember how he put it, but he said something about him not saluting or not respecting the rank or whatever. And so the officer said to him, you've got no respect for me, have you? So he said, I'm sorry, sir, but I can't really say that, can I? I can't tell you how I feel. So he said, well, yeah, you can. He said, no, I can't, because if I tell you how I feel, you'll put me in the nick.
Discipline,
so
yeah.
Yeah. So he says, oh, right, okay, I see what you mean. So he says, but you can't put me in the nick for thinking, can you? So this officer says to him, no, I can't put you in, I can't, put you on jankers or put you in nick for what you think.
No.
So he says, well, in that case, sir, I think you're a twat. Love it. He didn't actually say twat. He said something a little bit more,
but yeah,
a bit stronger than twat. But
it must.
You got the gist.
Yeah, it's a situation you can't help but laugh at.
No, you can't. I laugh my head off.
It'll broke the ice at. It's one of those.
And he didn't get into trouble. That's what I couldn't believe. He didn't get into trouble. I thought, oh, he's going to lock him up here, but he didn't. The officer just laughed and walked off. So there you go. A bit of whatever. I don't know what you could call it. I was going to say civility, but it wasn't civility, was it? Mind over matter.
Look, this is what makes the world go round.
Yeah.
I've always said debate is great, and it is. But it wouldn't pay for us all to be the same, wouldn't it?
No,
be a boring world. You're a character. There's no two ways about it. You're definitely.
Fortunately, I can't debate because I lose my rag.
Well,
you know what I mean?
You're showing it nice. You're showing your character now, straight away. You're no filter, and that's people love that, Paul. They love honesty. But you're a character. They say I'm a character, but we're totally different characters.
We're chalk and cheese, mate.
And that's probably why we get on.
You're Lancashire cheese and I'm Yorkshire cheese.
No, you got it wrong way around, fella. You're at wrong side of the hill.
Yeah.
You got upset about that underside, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Because it took us a long time to get rid of it.
He just kept saying it, didn't he?
He said it twice. 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock, and he said it twice.
Anyway,
and
when is Kelsey coming round to do with the decorating?
I don't need any decorating, mate. It's all nice and tidy, clean, and done and dusted. It's okay.
Services, didn't she?
She did, yeah. She said she'd come and do the decorating, but
it's a lovely gesture.
It was. I appreciated it. But Kelsey's a star.
I bet
she really is.
I bet Levi said, "Keep an eye on me, bloody granddad, while I'm not here."
Sure I don't know about that. But we get on well, Kelsey and myself. We get on well. I think we do anyway, and I think he thinks I do. If you see what I mean.
And then again, you see different kind of people, and that's what opposites do attract.
Yeah. So what you're saying then?
Well, you're a grumpy old bugger, and a lot of people are attracted to that.
Oh, right. Okay.
No, I'm just saying though. As I said, if I bumped into half a dozen people who were just like me, I'm not going to last long with them.
Well,
am I? Because
you know, when you think about it, Bobby, if you recall when I came across to see you, I bet you I came across to you as a different guy than I do when I'm on here.
Oh, you what I saw, Paul, were the environment was different, so you wouldn't be effing and blinding. You wouldn't be,
Well, there you go. That's what I meant. You
But
know,
you
so
were-
I was
you
a
were-
different,
what-
I was a different character face to face than I am sat here.
But you were doing what humans do, and that's adapt to the environment. But you were polite and
And I was showing respect
correct. You want
because
when you get on here,
that's what I'm like.
you can start shouting and bawling and swearing.
You can.
Because
You can.
Your little comfort zone, you see, aren't you, where nobody can interfere.
Yeah.
And you couldn't go, when we met up with the Stones, you couldn't say to fellas up next table, if you don't like it, bugger off. Well, you could.
Yeah, no, you couldn't
go down well, whereas on here...
No, it wouldn't have done.
And to be honest, Paul, on here, I've heard you say that at least half a dozen times, you don't like it, bugger off.
Yeah, well, it's right, isn't it? If they don't want, if they get upset about what I say, because they won't get upset about what you say, but they might get upset about what I say.
Yeah.
And if they get upset about what I say, the answer is run away in short, sharp, jerky movements and fucking multiply.
Oh. Anyway, listen, we're going to have to go. But
already?
Tom sums it all up tonight. Yeah, we've done an hour.
All right.
Tom
That's gone quick.
Tonight. He's put normal for ex-army, Bobby. So...
yeah, you could be right there, Tom. You could be right.
He's putting it down to ex-army.
You could be right. But I mean, you know, I showed ex-army, but I still showed the respect to the rank, or, you know, who was above me. Yeah. It was the people who weren't above me that got in the firing line.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Kelso.
Let me tell you, he can be quite forthright with bad drivers and idiotic parking meters in real life. I can tell you that. I hope you don't swear in front of Kelsey when she's there.
Oh, do you know I don't swear in front of women, Bobby?
No. Well, that's what I mean. When you come to see me, it was a different. We were both.
You know, I lie like a cheap watch, don't I? I couldn't lie straight in bed. Well, there you go. Anyway, folks.
Lie like a cheap watch.
Yeah.
Like that.
Haven't you heard that one before?
No, I don't get it.
Lie like a cheap watch. Well, the cheap watch won't ever give right time, will it?
Oh, twice a day.
Not necessarily.
Why?
No, I'm not going to get into the. I'm not going to get into the theory of relativity and all that kind of shit.
Right, Paul, we'll make a move.
So I don't know what I've got to say. Just remember, folks, I can't press a button for tonight because the button's not working. But leave a comment, because all comments are good, whether they're good or bad. They're all good. A like or a dislike, everything counts.
Yes, and if
love
you would,
it. So there you go.
If you would, people, pop over to my channel. And have a look at my first vlog and see what you think.
Yeah,
I'll put the link at the bottom.
If you just
there.
put the link now in so that they know, because I won't be able to get it to tell you the truth. But so last night and tonight, that's me done for the week. But I might be doing a genealogy one next Sunday afternoon.
Well,
get back into the gear of doing genealogy.
Well, I looked at the genealogy 2 videos you've put on this channel, and it's 9 months since you did them.
Yeah, but I've done more on the genealogy channel. Yeah. I just put some on this channel that. Well, I was just getting into the throes of working out how to do it. Oh yeah, Kelsey, I might do a birthday stream tomorrow. I might not.
Where's your birthday tomorrow?
My birthday tomorrow, yeah.
I had that found you. They didn't say you'd been born.
Yeah.
Somebody said you left on doorstep.
Yeah, I was, I think. Well, that's how I felt.
Anyway,
I think my mum just made up who's your dad? Well, I'll make up a name here. That's who your dad is. There you go.
Have a great birthday tomorrow, and I'll set it out. And I'll leave you to mention anybody who needs mentioning, and I'll see you all next week, folks.
Yeah. So sorry.
I'll jump out now, Paul, and just give you a chance to say goodbye to everybody. So thanks, everybody. Thanks, Paul. And we'll see you all next week.
We will. So.
Right. Sorry.
You finished? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So a big shout out to everybody who's in the chat. And if I've missed you, I do apologise. But thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Just remember, I do have another channel called The Genealogy Guy. Bobby's over on a channel of his own, and he's starting to vlog. Bibby's always available. His channel's good. And Spikey Speaks Out. I've watched a couple of his. He's quite good as well. I quite enjoy his. I do check up on Sharon's channel, but I haven't seen anything, so I'll check again. So it was nice. I've enjoyed my hour. It's live long and prosper. TTFN, and see you on the other side. If that's what they say. Don't know if that's what they say, but that's what I'm